Welcome back everyone to my Let's Play of The Legend of Zelda Oracle of Ages Linked Heroes game. Last episode, Data had just completed Dungeon 5, the Crown Dungeon, and as soon as he stepped out, Goron appeared and said, hey, we built some new tunnels, so now it's time for Data to explore those tunnels. So we're exploring those tunnels both in the past and the present here. Got a lot of stuff to do before we can go to dungeon number 6. So, reminds me of an Oracle of Seasons. Between dungeons 2 and 3, there's so much stuff to do. A bunch of little quests. So let's wander around a little bit here. We won't be able to hit all the caves in one time arrow, so we're gonna have to be jumping back and forth. So this cave, we're gonna get through that cave to the right there, through the past, and eventually we're going to get that treasure chest. When we head to a cave from the bottom, we won't be able to reach that cave unless we go to the past. So this is the cave that's going to take us down to the bottom of the ridge, and from there we can go to the past again. We can also go to the past from here. But first, let's head into this cave and we'll get a secret. We can get 3 secrets right now. Any old Goron can't forge the great two-handed Goron sword. They say there's a Goron the size of a mountain in Holodrum. Is that true? Yeah. Tell the secret to that mountain-sized Goron. We will. Please tell him. Alright, will do. But first, let's go into the past. There's going to be a Goron here, a small Goron, searching for some treasure. We'll help him out. In this cave up here. Finding treasure is so hard. Will you let me hang on to 20 ember seeds and 20 bombs? If I'm looking to find treasure, I'll give you half. How about it? Okay. You leave it to me, I'll find some treasure. Check back with me after a while. So yeah, we'll come back, talk with him. And he finds 2 treasure chests. They both contain the same ring. Doesn't matter which one you pick. It doesn't matter for us because we already have the ring. So, got an empty cave here, but I'll just do a quick exploration of it to show you that there's nothing in here. There's some bushes that we can chop down, but nothing else of value. And to the screen to the left, we have a little thing of value here. Another piece of soft soil. So we'll plant a gacha seed. I'm gonna have to go back and see Bippin and Bossum's son, Danny, there a little bit. I'll be waiting. I think you have to defeat Dungeon 6 and then have a gacha seed planted and fully matured for him to get the treasure. So we'll be back later on. First, let's go back to the present. Although we can't. Gotta move up a little bit. Should have known that. I just walked back to the past. Mine wasn't on it, so. Probably on my critters. They're crawling on me right now. Rat Damon is. Rat Crazy, he's hanging out to the side. So. Speaking of side, let's go on inside here. And this will take us down to the bottom of Rolling Ridge. These stairs go to the base of Rolling Ridge. I just said that. Little mini dungeon. Beat some enemies. This button. Chop down some more bushes. Not that there's anything ever good under bushes. Well, I can't say that. There's like... Gorons have always loved games, and they always will. You gotta save time to have fun. They like rupees and stuff, but nothing like major quest items. Let's chop down some bushes and use the minimum amount of bombs. Nothing we need to blow them up, but just compulsive. In place of easier, the Goron rages all to dance. If you can't dance well, you won't make friends. And that's going to be important. We're going to have to master the Goron dance to get the Brotherhood emblem, which allows us to kind of go through all the caves that the Gorons are in. There's Mabel. Bad screen to encounter her on because you can see a lot of stuff flies out of our reach. So she's gonna leave the place with more than she came with. I have more stuff than before. Uh-oh. Well, she could fly off. We didn't lose anything important. Eventually we'll steal that nice heart container piece from her. A bunch of these enemies here. Quite a few. And jumping in and out of the caves. We able to summon Maple pretty quick. Because remember, when you leave the cave and step back out, enemies respawn. And we're doing a lot of jumping in and out of caves here. Get a seed ready here. I'd like just save that tree from being burned down. This is not a tree you really want to burn down though. It has one of those men who charge you door repairs. But rubies aren't that important to us. We're going to have to, the only thing you have to spend rupees on anymore is those 2 gacha seeds back at the village. So, we'll get plenty of rupees. However many rupees that guy takes away, we can, in the past, here's another version of it, basically just like, return the rupees to you. So it's basically, you don't gain anything, you don't lose anything. I mean, you could gain if you just didn't go to the lose one first, but if you did them both, just 100% things, then you're not really losing. There's an out of bounds fairy. And let's head on in. Do the Goron dance. For generations, my ancestors have sat here guarding the peace on Rolling Ridge. You have a passionate heart. Since long ago, only proven Goron brothers have been allowed to pass here. Be off. So that's why we need to do the Goron dance to get the Brotherhood emblem. I can see your destiny. Goron spirits show me all. Amazing. I see you dancing feverishly. It's Rosa. Hi, Data. The Goron dance is all the rage in these mountains, but the Subrosion dance is way cooler. These Gorons have a way to go. Yeah, the Subrosion dance it's much easier. Let's put it that way. Both dances are not very fun. You gotta have both rhythm and passion. We Gorons will find our own dance someday. Dance is like both sport and art. You have to do exercise and express your feelings. My grandma told me this dancing every day tires you out. Sometimes you have to rest. It's the same as work and study. But you can't just relax all the time. We'll be doing a lot of relaxing, I guess, because we'll be playing a lot of games these next few episodes. So that's kind of relaxing. Well, sometimes the games can be frustrating. You have to defeat the games to advance. We have to do the Goron dance here in the present to get the Brotherhood emblem. We said that allows us to explore the rest of the caves. We have to do it in the past to get a key to Dungeon 6. We're going to have to play the target card game to get both a boomerang, that's not necessary, but you have to get a rock brisket that is necessary to do a trading quest. You're going to have to do a shooting game to get Gatorade or Goronade for this Goron who needs energy. You have to do a bomb game then too. Yeah, a lot of games we need to advance the quest. So this is just a matter of pressing buttons in sequence with the tone. So one is the B button, then whenever there's a pose, that's the A button. I just gotta think of I think when I hear it, I'd like B, 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 A, or B, A, B, B, A, and try to match that tone. It can be a little tricky, but they don't get too complex here. If you're trying to gather all the rings, you have to do different levels. In the past, there's well actually in the present and the past, there's different levels. There's like gold, platinum, silver, bronze. And you have to basically play pretty much all of them to get all the different rings. Luckily, we don't have to do that. I already did that So, whew. So now that we got the Brotherhood emblem, we can talk with this guy. That's a Brother's emblem. You understand the passion of a Goron's heart. You may pass. This will allow us to get to more sections of the mountain. I know it's abrupt, but can you help me, brother? For generations, my ancestors have sat here guarding the peace on Rolling Ridge. I can't leave, but I'm so hungry I could starve. Can you give me some food? So that's why we have to do the minecart game to get the rock brisket for him. And then he'll give us a Goron vase. Hey brother, are you dancing well today too? That will give to his ancestor in the past for a family heirloom. So it's funny, the Goron vase in both games, Seasons and Ages, involves food. You have to give a Goron here food to get the Goron vase, and in Seasons you had to give the Goron vase to a person. Gorons are always taking care of the brothers, and they always will, to get food, to get the cat out of the tree. We Gorons have many mystical items. If you get any, take good care of them. Alright. Big Bang Game target cards. We'll show off the target cards to the south in a little bit, but do some other stuff here. This is where we need the energy drink to get this game started. I've worked so many late nights lately. I don't feel up to playing games. I think I have a great prize too. Oh well. I need something energizing that can wake me up. And this cave looks familiar. This is the one that we went to basically at the beginning of the episode. And we get a Gasha seed. And we're going to head back down to the base of the ridge again. And there was a screen to the left we saw was the Dry Falls. We're going to want to head over there because there's a time portal that we can use to get back to the past. And then we can start fiddling around with stuff in the past. Keep the enemies here. We got crows appearing. Come on. Should be getting maple pretty soon. Some more enemies. And here we got maple again. A little bit of a better screen. There's less obstacles, but still not the best screen. I like those ones in the past on by the restoration wall. It was just wide open. It's so easy to summon people. You probably remember this. So we got a revenge. We got our stuff back. Now, like I said, we head over here. And this is part of the Dungeon 6. Dungeon 6 is split into two parts. There's a little bit of the dungeon in the past that you have to start with. Then you can't advance anymore in the past until you come to the future, to the present here, the future basically, and do a little bit of the dungeon here, and then you get another item that will allow you to finish the dungeon in the past. So, unique dungeon like that takes care of that uses the time travel mechanics of the game. Time where the fall was actually running, so there's going to be less place to walk around here. So just going to fill everything out to fill out the map. Up to the left, there's another cave that takes to the top of Rolling Ridge. Go in there a little bit later. But for now, we're just going to get our rupees back. His descendant took rubies away. This one gives rubies to us. We're going to head to the main Goron cave. Put that off the rock and water. And the Sabrosians have taken over here. The Goron dance gives form to the passionate hearts of Gorons. I'm going to master it someday. I can see your destiny Goron spirits, here we are. Oh my, I see you in the distant future. You are riding in a strange vehicle and shooting things around. The Goron dance is way cool. I'm gonna make it popular in Subrosia too. The graceful Goron is the bomb. I'm gonna be the graceful Subrosian. Who are these hood-wearing folk? They've been asking me all about the Goron dance. See, they took over. Your body learns by just dancing. Only youth can push the limits of endurance. Only hot steel can be tempered. The Goron dance reminds me of Subrosia's bubbling lava. These Gorons have artistic sense. We must develop our own sense too. This Goron dance was hot lava like passion. Welcome, I'm the first generation of graceful dancers. This is my dance hall. The Goron dance, all the rage with hip young Gorons. That's great. We don't want to dance right now. They say we can only win rings. We do want to come back though later. We're going to get a letter of introduction from another Goron, and we come back with that letter of introduction, and then you want to dance. Because after you show the letter of introduction to the great Goron dancer, the graceful Goron dancer, he will say, okay, if you can pass my test, I'll give you the key to the dungeon outside. That's a brother's line. We understand the passion of a Goron's heart. See, in the present, you saw there was that dungeon. There was a cave. The cave is in the same place in the past, but it's just surrounded by the waterfall, so you just have to swim behind the waterfall. I didn't do that because, hey, we don't have the key to get in there yet, so no point in wasting time there going there. Let's head on up here. Do some exploration. Pegasus seeds. Chop down some bushes. Even though I just said earlier there's nothing usually ever in them. The graceful Goron downstairs was bragging about how he found a beautiful key in a waterfall grotto. I'm so jealous. That's your hint that we need to return back to him to get into Dungeon 6. But we have other things to do first. Not fall in a pit. I'm going to talk with the Elder Goron here. The Elder sure is energetic. I can't keep up. I'm going to plant bonflowers all over the Rolling Ridge. That's good. That way if anyone else gets trapped like you did earlier, you can save them. Nothing over there. Alright, use our switch hook to get some more rupees. I think we'll need 800 in total to buy those two Gasha seeds. I think the first one is 300, and then the next one is 500. That'll sell the guy's stock. So we're almost at that 800. Don't tell anyone, but I'm friends with the famous graceful Goron. Really? The graceful Goron drinks lava juice every day to get energy to dance. I want some too. So we're gonna have to come back to him with lava juice. Give him the lava juice. He gives the letter of introduction. But how do we get lava juice? By playing a bunch of different games. And we're going to be able to access some of those games if we put this seed right here in the cracked wall, and then we'll warp to the present. This is interesting. Just because we saw that there was a seed tree over there, we can now warp to that seed tree. Easy way to get across. The best defense is a good offense. The last one standing wins. Shall I teach you the one thing you need to survive? Sure. Another secret. So we tell the secret to the smith, and this will end up getting us the level 3 shield in seasons. Level 2 shield here. So, just a fairy thing in there to the caves to the north. If you drop down that hole to the south there, that takes you back to the cave where the graceful Goron is. We don't want to go to either. We don't want to go down there again. We don't really need to go to the fairy place either. We do want to go to the present though. Let's play our Seed of Currents and Song of Currents. And the waterfall ain't there anymore, so we can get around a little bit more easier. I'm gonna head right up here to see another Subrosion. Oh, a stranger has spoken to me. I must teach you something good. Will you listen? Yes. My brother lives in a cave near the 3 peaks of the Subrosian volcanoes in Holodrum's land of Subrosia. If you tell him my secret, he'll give you something good, okay? And that good thing is the bomb chews. So not really all that good, but, you know, it's something to 100% the game. So we'll say hi to his brother. But we'll do that in a future episode, so maybe next episode. But there's a lot of games to play, so I might just stick in the next game here and play those games. Take care, have a good one, see you then. Bye.